Why startup CTOs run marathons while corporate CTOs run relays, and what that means for your team. Let's face it, if you're a startup CTO, you're running a marathon. It's not a sprint or even a relay race where you get to pass the baton to the next guy. You are the next guy. You're the one dodging every pothole, jumping every hurdle, and pushing through those "I don't know if I can keep this pace" moments. But for corporate CTOs, it's a relay. They get to tap into established teams, budgets, and legacy systems. Sure, they have their own challenges, but they've got a safety net, a far cry from the roller coaster ride you're navigating. And you might be thinking, can't I just hire someone who knows more about this stuff? I get it. You've built something great, something with potential. The last thing you need is to become an expert in everything from code to scaling strategies. But let me tell you something. You need to be more than just familiar with tech. As a CTO, your decisions ripple across every department, from product development to marketing and sales. Without a clear understanding of how to balance your tech stack with the company's growth strategy, you're going to hit a wall. I've been there, and yeah, it can feel like an impossible balancing act, especially if you didn't grow up coding in your basement. Trust me when I say this, I didn't get into this game knowing everything either. I wasn't some overnight genius who magically cracked the tech code, but through years of trial and error and some outright painful lessons, I built the expertise that's kept me in the game for over 50 years. Here's the truth. Tech isn't just about code, it's about the company's future. That's where many new CTOs slip up. They focus too heavily on the technical side, ignoring the overall business strategy. In startups, this is where the marathon mindset really kicks in. You can't just solve today's problems. You need to anticipate the ones waiting for you 20 miles down the road. I've made my share of mistakes too. When I was building the software that helped construct the Fresno Dam and the John Wayne Airport, I didn't have all the answers. But what I did have was a relentless determination to learn and adapt, to ensure that the tech we built didn't just serve the project, but helped it thrive. That's how I made my first million in my 20s. And it wasn't by sitting back and hoping things would work out. It was by getting my hands dirty and understanding how every technical decision affected the bigger picture. Startup CTOs don't get the luxury of passing the baton. You need to know when to dig in and when to let go. It's not enough to build great tech. You have to build tech that aligns with your business goals, and you need to do it fast before the competition laps you. I've seen it happen countless times. Startups with incredible products stall out because their CTOs couldn't master this balance. One client of mine, a brilliant engineer, spent too long focusing on perfecting their code base while ignoring the market demand. By the time they pivoted, their competition had already captured the audience. Corporate CTOs, on the other hand, have established processes in place. They're running a relay, and they always have someone to pass the baton to. When one leg of the race is done, they tap the next department, the next budget, the next team. You don't have that luxury. You're the one carrying the baton the entire race, navigating every twist, turn, and unexpected obstacle. So, how do you avoid burning out? It comes down to foresight and the ability to make decisions that benefit both your tech stack and your business's bottom line. It's about thinking like a marathon runner, pacing yourself, anticipating what's ahead, and being prepared for the long haul. I've been a global CTO for an international PR firm, worked with giants like Microsoft and Apple, and led technology across 55 countries. Through it all, the one thing I've learned is that you need to be adaptable. The tech landscape changes faster than you can imagine. If you're not ready to evolve with it, you're toast. It doesn't matter if you're bootstrapping or flush with venture capital. The challenges are the same. The question is, how are you going to meet them? So let's recap. Startup CTOs run marathons. You don't have the luxury of passing the baton, and that means you need to understand how to balance both tech and business strategy. It's not enough to be a great engineer. You need to be a great leader too. If you don't, the competition will pass you by, and no amount of brilliant code will save your company. If you're ready to stop sprinting from crisis to crisis and start pacing yourself for success, let's talk. We can dig into the specific challenges your company is facing and map out a plan that ensures your tech isn't just keeping up, it's pushing your business forward. Get a free audit call today and let's figure out how to balance your code with your company's growth together. Get your free audit at igloodigitalmarketing.com.